Mark, how you doing, baby?
It's another day. It's another evening. It's another chance to show everyone why you cannot get rid of us. Whenever the whole trivia spectrum thinks that Jay and Mark are done, they'll never compete again. They'll never go to the championship match. We crawl our way back from the bottom to the top. I once described us as undead cockroaches because there's nothing worse than that, and that's what we are. But we are Con of the Dead. I'm feeling pretty good. How you feeling tonight?
You know what? I'm fine. I have been team partners with one person on the other team, and obviously with you. So I'm just gonna get in their heads, fuck with them this entire match. You go ahead and you handle all the answer questions. What I'm gonna write on my board is gonna be funny, probably not right, but I'm ready to do this.
Sure.
Fuck them. Books bound in human skin. Let's go.
So what do you think of that, guys?
Was he smoking a whiteboard marker? That's sort of what it looked like.
I mean, it's a nasty habit, but, you know, it beats wiping your ass with a shower curtain.
I don't know. This is coming from a group that the second they saw our name was like, oh, let's steal that name. That's our name now because it's just so good.
Speaking of which, I know I signed up for a Glampire Academy. So does this go through Coursera? Or is there like a school that's accrediting this? Like, can I get scholarship money? Like, what's going on? Because I don't feel very glamorous.
I think we're getting a full ride. We are winning against these people.
All right, so before I catch a contact nerd from this conversation, let's just roll through here, guys. We're here. All right, it's debut time. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling spectacular. I've never felt this good in my life. Wow, so happy and excited. Just look at the excitement oozing off of me.
I feel like I'm somewhere in this match between 17 and 86%.
Cool.
A lot of variance in that range.
You know, I think either way, it's going to be a fun time. Mark and Jay are fantastic guys. I mean, I'm friends with both of them, friends with both of you. I've lost to both of them, and I'm still upset about it, but it's fine. Just avenge me is all I'm saying.
We will do that for you.
Super dope.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Full Metal Trivia Teams Edition. Today, we have a match with a veteran team, Con of the Dead, featuring the people you know, the people you love, Jay Burns and Mark Kameyer, and a couple of newbies in the Glampire Academy with Haley and George. So I am here with my co-host, Malcolm. Malcolm, what do you think of this match?
Yeah, so this is definitely going to be an interesting match, but we've got like Jay and Mark. Like Jay has been sort of in Full Metal a lot because he hosts Classic and helps out behind the scenes, so he tests questions a lot, so he has approved. But then on the other hand, you've got Haley and George, who is just a new team, but I've known both of them a lot, and I know that they're both really good. So this is definitely going to be interesting. See how their chemistry sort of balances out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it should be a really interesting match. But with that, let's introduce the teams. Coming in first with a record of 0 wins and 2 defeats, it is Jay, the Arsonist Burns, and Mark, the Maniac Kameyer, or Guy Buttersnaps instead of Jay Burns, but that's fine. And their opponents making their Full Metal Team's debut, it is Glampire Academy, Haley Kenny, and George Fitzpatrick.
Excuse me. I am Sean Spenstar, and this is my partner Gus TT Showbiz. The extra T is for extra talent.
Okay.
I'm black. He's tan.
Why did George decide to cosplay as Ethan? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
How do we know Ethan's not cosplaying as me?
For the love of God, let's please get this back on the rails. Malcolm, do you want to read the rules for round number 1?
I will. The number 1 rules are: in the first round, every player gets 8 questions from 8 different categories. Every question, they get 15 seconds to write an answer down. After the time is up, competitors will show and say what they wrote. Correct answer is worth 1 point. And if all 8 questions are answered correctly, they'll get a bonus question. Everyone gets 3 repeats and 1 challenge. And I don't think I've forgotten anything.
All right, with that, competitors, are you ready?
I will say, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Suck it, Jay.
Okay.
Just for that, I'm going to add you to 4 more group chats.
All right, with that, I will read the first question, which is in the category of action adventure. The villains in Lethal Weapon 2 are from which African country? I've actually never seen this movie. I've only seen the first Lethal Weapon, which is good, but I don't know if you've seen any of them.
I've only really seen the first one as well. A lot of people will argue the first one is a Christmas movie, just like Die Hard.
1 pens down. I would give it as a Christmas movie. All right, let's start with George.
Stuck between 2 on this one. I went with South Africa.
And Jay?
Ethiopia.
Haley?
Uganda, that's a country.
It is a
And
country.
Mark.
I was really hoping someone would say Wakanda because, South Africa.
South Africa is correct. So George and Mark each getting.
Yeah, I was stuck between
I
2
almost
as
put
well.
South
George.
Africa down.
It was Zimbabwe was the other one in my head.
All right, Malcolm, you want to take question number 2?
Next question comes in the category of Oscars. Steven Spielberg was most recently nominated for Best Director for what movie?
So Spielberg not among the nominees this year, but based on the West Side Story trailer, we shall see. It is very Oscar baity at the very least.
I mean, the original won a bunch of them.
Won most of them, yeah.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Guy, you're up.
He directed Lincoln, right?
And Haley?
Schindler's List? Is that the last time he came out with a good movie?
No, but Mark
Didn't they nominate him for Bridge of Spies?
and George.
I actually think I might have this one. I think it's The Post.
You don't. Guy, aka Jay, is the only one who got it.
Oh.
It is Lincoln.
Couldn't remember.
Was The Post
Yeah,
nominated for Best Picture but not Best Director?
No.
That is correct.
Yes.
There it is.
As was Bridge of Spies. But anyway,
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
your next category is musicals. Across the Universe is composed of songs by what famous rock band?
Let me spell this right.
This is actually one of my favorite musicals, and now I'll leave it right there because otherwise I might give it away.
5, 4, never seen it. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Haley, we will go to you first.
We love Eddie Izzard. It's the Beatles.
And Mark?
Apologies to Malcolm. The Beatles. Yawn.
George?
John.
It is without question Dexy's Midnight Runners. I'm just kidding. I put the Beatles.
And Guy?
I am the Walrus. Goo goo gajoo. The Beatles.
Clean sweep. That is correct. It is the Beatles.
The next question comes in animated. Who voices Manny the Mammoth in the Ice Age franchise?
This franchise has been a bugaboo for me in trivia, just because I keep messing up the subtitles for all the different ones.
It's because there are too many of them.
True.
I just like to pretend it was one movie.
Ice Age
4,
7, Shipwrecked.
3, 2.
Hey,
Okay.
that squeakle was great.
Pens down. Okay, Mark,
Ice took forever to melt. Ray Romano?
George,
It is the incomparable Ray Romano.
Guy,
That guy who sounds like Kermit the Frog, Ray Romano.
and Haley.
I'm not fat. It's the fur. It makes me look fluffy. Ray Romano.
Another clean sweep. That is correct. And your next category, question 5, comes in sports. In Major League, What team do the Indians play in the one-game playoff at the end of the film? We were talking a little bit about baseball before this started, or the bases and balls, if you will. George roots for like a cursed franchise. I feel sorry for him though.
That's true. I'm
Five,
really worried that like a
4,
curse is falling around Jacob deGrom.
2, 1. I like him because his name is Jacob. Pens down. Speaking of George, let's go to you first.
I hope you didn't say Major League 2, or I screwed this up. The Yankees.
And Guy,
The Marlins.
Haley,
Since we're all wearing some degree of red, the Boston Red Sox.
and Mark.
I also might have screwed up with 2. I said the Yankees.
The Yankees is correct. That is Major League.
Both times? Okay.
No, not in Major League 2. It's a different.
In Major
team.
League 2, it's the White Sox.
I wasn't going to say anything in case I wanted to use it for thanks. I'm not going to use
It's
it.
too late.
anymore.
It's too late. It's the White Sox, everyone. It's the White Sox.
Nobody
cares.
likes me.
Next.
See, nobody
Next.
cares.
Shut
Thank you.
up. Next.
Anyway, next question is in coming of age / teen. Who plays protagonist Nadine Franklin in The Edge of 17?
You seen this one, Malcolm?
I have. I do enjoy this movie.
Yeah, this one is. I was surprised how much I enjoyed this movie. I really like the person who played this character. I also really like. Yeah, I mean, I'll always like Woody Harrelson. 2, 1. Pens down. Guy, go to you first.
I don't know. Clay Eater, Shailene Woodley.
Haley,
Come on.
Cara Delevingne.
Mark,
Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld.
Oh,
and George.
Yes, I also went with Haley Steinfeld.
It is Haley Steinfeld. That is correct.
Why do
Yeah,
I always
don't
get
worry,
answers
I
wrong
aven-
that feature
I
my name?
avenged your name. I avenged
This has
your
happened
name.
multiple times.
All right, your penultimate question. Penultimate question comes.
yes, the
in
penultimate question. Thank you.
Classics -1 for Con of the Dead. L.B. Jeffries is a character in which Alfred Hitchcock film?
Let's go.
Yeah, don't.
Let's
hesitation.
go. Let me make sure you can actually read it because my handwriting is fucking atrocious.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let us go to Haley first.
Dial M for murder.
Mark.
I screwed up. I said the birds.
George.
My favorite movie, Rear Window.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
D.
Rear Window.
Yeah.
Rear Window is correct. It is also one of my favorite movies.
Oh my God, shenanigans.
Didn't know.
Wow,
I
you
swear
like
on my
Alfred
life.
Hitchcock? I never knew.
Don't
And
attack me
anyway,
for being a film, bro.
Anyway, your final question comes in everyone's favorite category, plot summary. A reporter is assigned to write a story about a woman who has left a string of fiancés at the altar.
And name the movie.
Yeah.
Malcolm, have you ever been dished at the altar?
I've never had a chance to be at the altar, so
That's probably a good thing. It'll save you a lot of heartache. I can tell you that right now. 5,
I'm going to use a repeat.
4. All right, that is Con of the Dead's first repeat.
in the category of plot summary, a reporter is assigned to write a story about a woman who has left a string of fiancés at the altar.
I feel like there are several TV shows with very similar plot episodes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and I'll go to Mark first.
Nope.
And George?
Random guess time. 27 dresses.
It's a round 3 movie, so no. Jay?
You ever read that book? She's just not that into you.
Not a bad guess. And Haley?
Can you ever forgive me?
A dirty sweeper looking for Runaway Bride.
Damn it!
Oh,
Oh my god!
Of course.
There's a
Of
reporter
course.
in there.
I thought
Right
it
in the
was
title.
One.
So with that, that is the
Perfect
end of
round.
round number 1. I have Con of the Dead at 9 and Glampire Academy at 8.
That is what I've got as well.
Yeah, so really close match going into round number 2, which is the wheel round. So Malcolm, if you want to read them the rules for round number 2.
The leading team will decide to go first or second. The player going first will bet either red or black. The wheel will then be spun and will land on a category or a colour. If the colour is spun, the team with the corresponding colour will choose a category themselves or the opponent. If the category is spun, the team spinning can choose to take it again or take it or respin. If they respin, they'll have to stick with whatever category the wheel lands on. Everyone will get 6 questions worth 2 points apiece. Multiple choice is available, and they'll take it down to 1. And there is stealing here, and if it's answered incorrectly, the opponents can steal.
All right, and the categories for this match are recent releases, action, Adam Sandler, Malcolm D. Lee movies, scores and soundtracks, rom-coms, Drew Barrymore, 1983 films, Martin Scorsese, Doggone It, movies about dogs, and Buick Universe, which is kind of the dead strength, and 89 to 99 Tim Burton directed, which is Glampire Academy strength, and red or black. So, Con of the Dead, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or second?
I just want to say it's Haley's fault that Airbud's dead. Mark, what are you feeling? I'm feeling second, bro. I'm feeling like we let them go. We let them we let them hang themselves here. And we cap on some steals, and then we come through and we sweep round 2, and we don't even have to touch round 3.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do
Word.
Okay, please get them off screen and bring Bill in here. So
Could,
So
final,
here's all
could
the
not agree
reasons
more.
why I've been asking them to put a Don the Dragon wheel.
Back, it's fine. Just bring the wheel up.
You said it, not me. I'm just confirming it.
Anyway, let's see that wheel.
Okay, so Glampire Academy, this is your spin. So do you want red or black?
Black, the Dark of Ages past. That one.
All right, let's give that wheel a spin then.
I would expect it to be actually sung if you're going to quote it that way.
I'm not singing.
This lands on action. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
How you guys feeling about that?
This was a mid-level one
Yeah.
because it was pretty broad.
Mhm. And I'm
I think
pretty sure my study sheet of Cynthia Rothrock is no help at all. But
Yeah. I think there's definitely worse that we can do. I think we should keep this and just do the best we can.
Okay. I trust you with that.
Okay.
all right, stick with it.
All right, so
Bye.
Glampire Academy.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Thanks for not help, Bill.
Gonna take action. Malcolm, do you mind if I read these questions?
You can.
All right. So
Oh, sure. Give the
Glampire-
veteran team the guy nobody can understand.
It's a conflict of interest thing. So, all right. So Glampire Academy, your questions in the category of action. What kind of shot does Snake make for his 10th point in the basketball to the death scene in Escape from LA?
I haven't seen Escape from LA in a very long time. I would take multiple choice.
Yeah, let's go multiple choice.
Yeah.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, half court shot, B, layup, C, three-pointer, or D, full court shot.
It sounds like it would be a full court. Does that sound...
But to be impressive as hell. I think it might be a half court shot though.
Okay, so let's do half court shot. Final answer.
That is incorrect. So Con of the Dead, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, half court shot, B, layup, C, three-pointer, or D, full court shot?
Mark, it's a full court shot, isn't it?
He said for the last one, right?
Yeah.
It's a full court shot.
Yeah, we'll go full court shot. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Sorry, Haley.
We're good.
Damn it.
I didn't know it whatsoever, so that was a guess.
Your second question in action. What is the nickname of Tama's bodyguard / muscle played by Yayan Ruhian in The Raid Redemption?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Mad Dog, B, Wild Wolf, C, Mad Tiger, or D, Wild Cat.
Do any of those ring a bell to you?
No, I've never seen The Raid Redemption, unfortunately.
I'm gonna say this in reference to another show featuring Mad Dog. Do you want to go Mad Dog?
Sure.
All right, Mad Dog.
That is correct for 1 point. Also, please watch The Raid Redemption. It's one of the best action.
Yo, facts.
Please watch it.
Facts.
I'm
That
just gonna
prison
say
fight
shout
is-
out to Michael Clark Duncan for also playing a character named Mad Dog.
Yeah, this movie is delightful. Please watch it. Okay, question 3 in action. What 2011 action thriller has the tagline, "Vengeance is beautiful"?
Is Sucker Punch 2011?
It very well could be.
I'm gonna
And
go.
Do you want to just repeat the question?
All right, that is Glampire's first repeat. What 2011 action thriller has the tagline, "Vengeance is beautiful"?
Sorry, I just wanted some time to talk it over. If you feel confident enough in that, I feel it could very plausibly be 2011, and it's what I would want to guess on multiple choice anyway, because it's what came to mind. So I say we can just go with it. Let's see if we can get the 2 points.
It came to your mind as well, like
Yeah.
before I said, okay, we're gonna go Sucker Punch. Final answer.
That is incorrect. So Con of the Dead with a chance for the 2 point steal.
Honestly, Mark, just hear me out here. I'm thinking it's Law-Abiding Citizen.
I think you. Ooh. Do you really think so?
Honestly, I think it's Law-Abiding Citizen. There's not a lot else there because Django didn't come out in 2011, did it?
No.
3.
All right, go ahead.
Two.
Law-Abiding Citizen. Final answer.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for Colombiana.
Mm.
Oh,
I wouldn't have pulled that.
Is that
That
what
was-
Saldana movie?
It was the
That
beautiful
was
part that I was
Wow.
kind of like, yeah.
I'm just
okay,
glad they
so-
didn't get on the steal. I thought it was
Yeah.
like law-abiding citizen. That's just weird enough to work.
All right, question 4. In Desperado, what actor plays a character whose last name is the same as their real life last name?
Let's go through the cast. I don't think it's Antonio Banderas or Salma Hayek. Fuck.
Do you want to do a multiple choice?
Multiple choice.
Four. All right, your multiple choice options are A, Cheech Marin, B, Danny Trejo, C, Quentin Tarantino, or D, Steve Buscemi.
I think Cheech Marin is in it. I also think Danny Trejo is in it, and I'm thinking it's him.
Danny Trejo is what my brain said that one.
Yeah.
So, Danny Trejo, final answer.
That is incorrect. Con of the Dead, a chance for 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Cheech Marin, B, Danny Trejo, C, Quentin Tarantino, or D, Steve Buscemi.
I think it's Steve Buscemi. Honestly, I think it's Steve Buscemi because Cheech Marin is in Once Upon a Time, the third one.
I was thinking Tarantino, but I can't remember what his name might be.
Are you
so-
cool with me saying Buscemi?
Yeah, go ahead.
Steve Buscemi. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah,
Got
baby.
you, boy. Got you, boy.
All right, your penultimate question in the category of action. What actor, known for his roles in sci-fi franchises, makes a cameo as Death in 1993's Last Action Hero?
Could I get a technical repeat on that? Part of the thing blocked out.
Yes, that is perfectly all right. So, what actor, known for his roles in sci-fi franchises, makes a cameo as Death in 1993's Last Action Hero?
My brain goes Star Trek actor
Right.
from hearing that. Is there
Does-
any in particular that come to mind?
No, unfortunately. So I think we need multiple choice.
Let's go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Christopher Lee, B, Patrick Stewart, C. Ian McKellen, or D. Hugo Weaving?
Well, if my hunch is right,
It would be Patrick
it
Stewart.
would be Patrick Stewart.
Remember him in it.
So it might not be him.
No,
Fine.
repeat the question.
All right, that is Glampire Academy's second repeat, and I guess you want a full repeat or just the options?
Actually, just the options. If that's
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, so I'll just give you the options. So is it A, Christopher Lee, B, Patrick Stewart, C, Ian McKellen, or D, Hugo Weaving?
I think it might be Hugo Weaving here.
Okay.
I that's who I'm guessing here. That's what I would think here.
I can picture that.
He has like one of those creepy faces that I think would work for this, but I'm not remembering. Can we go with that?
Yeah.
Hugo Weaving. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Con of the Dead, the chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Christopher Lee, B, Patrick Stewart, C, Ian McKellen, or D, Hugo Weaving?
I got this. It is Sir Ian McKellen.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. Let's go.
Would have had to challenge you if you didn't put Sir down.
Are you sure it's not Lord?
Nah.
Dear God, no. Okay. Your final question in action. Who directed The Way of the Dragon?
Any ideas coming to mind?
A few, but none I feel confident in. I want to hear the multiple choice.
Let's go multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Sammo Hung, B, Robert Klaus, C, Bruce Lee, or D, Benny Chan.
I mean, Bruce Lee was who came to mind, but he may just be in it, is the problem. I could envision him both directing it and being in it.
I don't know if he directed.
Yeah. Are any of the other three standing out to you?
A stood out to me.
Do you want to go with that?
Let's go with A.
A, final answer.
That is incorrect. Con of the Dead, chance for 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Sammo Hung, B, Robert Klaus, C, Bruce Lee, or D, Benny Chan.
It's Way of the Dragon, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm leaning between C and D.
I was thinking that it actually was C.
You want to go with Bruce Lee? It's either I don't think it's Robert Klaus. I think it could be Benny Chan though. That's the thing.
Could be. I'm leaning towards.
What are we
C.
going with? We got 3 seconds. Choose.
Bruce Lee. Final answer.
That is correct. For
that's what I'm talking
about
about, boy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about, boy.
So with that, Con of the Dead is now up 13-9, going into their round 2 spin. So, want to pull up the wheel here, Malcolm?
And he good.
We're red, correct?
Yes, you are red.
We are the blood of angry everything.
Lands on Drew Barrymore.
That bitch!
Keep that or spin again?
Honestly, I feel like we should. There's really not a lot on here that we probably couldn't multiple choice our way through.
Right.
Like if
Barrymore,
necessary.
I'll be honest. I'm not like against the Drew Barrymore category, but I'd rather spin it again. If we land on it again, cool. But
Right.
I'd rather spin.
I say we spin again.
Yeah.
Ethan, the ghost of Ethan agrees. I consulted the Ouija board.
Wait, that's not Ethan. My bad.
Okay.
So it goes. let's see.
Drew Barrymore really said you can't get rid of me.
right.
Malcolm, you want to give them your questions in Drew Barrymore?
Yep. Once I find it.
I was gonna make a really bad joke about that, but I won't.
Let's be smart. Let's take our time. We got 2 repeats left and a shitload of multiple choice.
Yes, we do. And we're leading pretty good, so
I mean, we got a nice little 4-point lead. Let's try to add on to that. That was the ghost of Ethan. I consulted my Ouija board. We're good.
Bro, I just asked the goblet.
I mean, Ethan's literally
fair.
right up there.
He's got too much
Right
hair
in
to
the
be
middle.
Ethan.
Here we are. Drew Barrymore.
He's like Andrew James Barr cosplaying as Ethan.
Oh my god.
Awful.
Anyway, with that, your first question and Drew Barrymore.
I think all
Okay,
parties are
okay.
involved are offended by that. Everyone.
Oh, I can't wait for the blowback on that. Anyway,
Okay.
Anyway, your first question and Drew Barrymore.
Yes, sir.
In Never Been Kissed, what is the name of the math group Josie's friend Aldys is in?
ooh, that's a good question.
Again,
No.
if you need it, take multiple.
Yeah,
Honestly, we could multiple our way to a 10-point lead here.
I feel like I might know it if I hear it. So,
All right, let's go multiple.
Multiple choice.
Your options are: is it A, parabolasters,
Parabola.
B, yeah, what Jake said, B, the polynomials, C, the denominators, D, divide and conquer.
So just in all fairness, Malcolm, no offense to you, Jake, you know how to pronounce those words. Can you read those multiple choice options, please?
Yes, I can.
Does this qualify as a technical repeat?
No, yeah,
Yeah.
A technical, yes, but it
Yeah.
doesn't count as a repeat.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna have to. I'm sorry, Malcolm.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No, I agree.
No, I'll give him a technical repeat on the options. Is it A, parabolasters, B, the polynomials, C, the denominators, or D, divide and conquer? Yeah, sorry, I wrote this one. So
I think it's the denominators.
I am confident if you're confident, buddy.
Stuck between that one and another one, but I'm
Okay, go with your gut.
Denominators. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good pull, baby. Good pull, baby.
Christina would be disappointed in me that I couldn't have pronounced that word.
Oh, I'm disappointed in her. She's never seen a Star Wars movie, so
not anymore.
fair.
In riding in Cars with Boys, who plays Faye Forrester, Bev's friend who also gets pregnant?
That is the late Brittany Murphy. Final answer. Sorry, Jay. I'm gonna take it.
You're good, buddy.
That is correct for 2 points. The next question is, the 1998 Cinderella adaptation Ever After takes place in what country?
Well, I want to say the obvious one, but then like a certain character of a certain.
I say we go multiple choice.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just
for
to cut
fun.
it down?
Even though I guarantee you both of these options.
Of
will be
course,
here,
of course.
But yes, Malcolm, please, multiple choice.
Hopefully,
Your
there's no
multiple choice options
polynomials.
are: is it A, Norway, B, England, C, Spain, D, France?
All right. Well, one of those things I was thinking of is there.
What's the one that you were thinking of? Were you thinking England?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I heard it and I thought Norway and then England, but
Yeah.
I am more than willing to go England with you. I mean, we've got a comfortable lead. If we give up a point, we give up a point.
Yeah. We'll go England. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Glampire for the steal.
Read
Do
them
we
the
get a
options.
repeat on that?
Yeah, give me up.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
options, not the question.
Yep. So your options are: is it A, Norway, B, England, C, Spain, or D, France?
Norway's just such a weird off the wall choice, and Jay's also thinking thought it could possibly be it for the question. I say we go with it unless you have a really good reason to think anything else.
I want to just do it out of spite. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Norway.
Hey, Norway, final answer.
Flight
Well-
won't get you very far.
Well, Norway, that is not the correct answer.
It's France, isn't it?
Get out of
The
here.
The correct answer is France.
It is France.
Okay.
But see, Da Vinci shows up, so I was like, "Are they in Italy? I don't know."
Can you see my second hand if I place it down here?
I can.
Yes.
see it.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's on screen. That's the only thing.
Yeah, for a moment I was like, oh no, they're off.
Right?
Oh no, he's Googling Norway.
Right? Okay, Malcolm.
The next question is, What is Drew Barrymore's character's first name in the Charlie's Angels movies?
Oh, ooh. Oh no. Oh wait.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's MC this out. Let's just MC this out. You know, all three of them are going to be there. Multiple choice.
Yeah, fine. Multiple choice. Shit.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A. Alex, B. Dylan, C. Natalie, or D. Riley?
It's Dylan.
Final answer.
That is correct for a point. Next question is: in addition to pyrokinesis, what other ability does Charlie develop in Firestarter?
Well, I remember what her dad can do.
We can still multiple choice this out.
We're gonna have
we
to.
hit that
one's been a
too because
while.
all I can think of is telekinesis, and I don't think that's right.
Multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice, please.
Is it A. Precognition, B. Telepathy, C. Enhanced strength, D. Healing touch?
She's telepathic, right?
Well, her dad has telepathy, which
Okay. So what are you thinking?
So part of me thinks she'll probably have that as well. So you want to go telepathy?
Let's go telepathy. Telepathy. Final answer.
Final answer.
That is incorrect. Glampire for the steal.
Can we hear the choices, please?
Yes.
Yes. Your options are A. Precognition, B. Telepathy, C. Enhanced strength, D. Healing touch.
My brain immediately went enhanced strength. Where did you go?
I was thinking either that or healing touch. Enhanced strength would make a lot of sense too. I say we go with that.
Okay. Healing touch. Final answer.
Enhanced.
Well, we said healing touch.
Yeah,
Final
we said
answer. So it is what it is.
That's incorrect.
Yes, that
Yes.
is incorrect.
Yes.
The correct answer is A. Precognition.
Okay.
So it was just
That
all.
wasn't even on my brain, so
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about that.
It's like telepathy from the future.
Exactly. Do we have one last question?
Yes.
You do.
Okay.
Your final question is: what actor co-stars alongside Drew Barrymore as Garrett in 2010's Going the Distance?
That, I believe, is Justin Long.
Go for it, buddy.
Because I remember it being a very weird mashup. So Justin
Go.
Long, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about,
They
boy.
dated. It was an odd combination in real life and on the screen.
All right.
Look
So
here.
with that, no more crosstalk. We are going to round 3. I have Con of the Dead 19 and Glampire Academy at 9. Is that what you have, Malcolm?
That is what I have.
All right. So round number 3 is the deep cut round. There are 8 movies on this wheel, and each movie has one question worth 2 points and 2 questions worth 4 points each. There's no multiple choice, but also no stealing. A wheel will be spun to determine the movie for each question, and teams will have the option only one respin in round 3. For a 2-point question, a coin will be flipped to see which teammate will answer, and both players can collaborate on the 4-point questions. If a movie has no questions remaining for a respective point value and a team lands on it, they will get a technical respin. The team behind will start answering questions first, and once that team ties or moves ahead of their opponent, the other team will get their first question. And on the first 4-point spin, the first 4-point question will be asked, and on the second 4-point spin, a second 4-point question will be asked if it's the same movie. And we'll keep going until a team is mathematically eliminated. So and the movies for tonight's match are The Last Boy Scout, Anatomy of a Murder, Witness for the Prosecution, Con Air, The Town, The Castle, Star Trek First Contact, and Princess Mononoke. So Glampire Academy, you guys will be going first. So if you can bring Bill in and bring the wheel on. All right, so Glampire Academy, This is your 2-point spin. So I will flip. Haley will be heads, and George will be tails. So I will flip to determine who is taking this question. It is tails. So George will be taking the 2-point question. So Malcolm, if you want to give that a spin, give that wheel a spin.
Oh,
And it lands on Princess Mononoke. So,
let's go.
Since we have no margin for error here, in terms of me even missing the first question, I think we have to spin again.
Okay.
Coward.
all right,
So spinning again. That's it.
If Mamma Mia, here we go again somehow comes up, I'm gonna be super fucking pissed.
Okay.
Well then,
You did it to us. You cursed us.
Okay, let's
and keep in
go.
mind,
Okay.
this is the English dub.
It's not gonna help.
There's no
All right.
Tadanobu Asano's here to help you.
This
All
could
right,
be in
so-
Norwegian. It's not gonna help.
I will, since I read Con of the Dead's questions in round 2, I will read you your questions in
You
round-
didn't read us our questions in
No,
round
I
2.
All right, so Malcolm, actually, you read them their questions this time,
Yeah.
and Princess Mononoke should be at the bottom. Sorry, I'm a little frazzled.
You're good. You're good, bud.
Your 2-pointer in Princess Mononoke. Who voices Lady Eboshi?
Five, four.
Repeat the question.
So your
Yep.
second repeat?
That's his third repeat.
No, they did the options in round 2.
We did a technical one.
They needed a technical, and then they repeated the options.
Your 2-pointer in Princess Mononoke. Who voices Lady Eboshi?
Five, four, three.
Veronica Taylor.
Mini Driver.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, it is Con of the Dead. The answer was Mini Driver. So with that, let us. That was quite the match. Let us talk to our second place finishers first. Haley, George, Bill. I think you guys were just unlucky with the questions in round 2 because you guys were close going into round 2.
We were only down by 1, and then it just sort of all went to hell on us.
Yeah, so I guess talk about the decision to stick with action in round 2. Like what was the sort of mindset with that?
So we discussed like we absolutely need to respin. We can get this tier list, and that was right in the middle.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there were certainly things we felt more comfortable with. Honestly, we felt really comfortable with their strength, like View Askew Universe. I
Yeah,
feel like,
we felt really comfortable with that. We were like, oh my god, we got this right in the bag.
right. And then it just after that, I mean, did we really think, like, even if the questions weren't great in action, would we have stood a better chance with Malcolm D. Lee movies, or probably
the second respin would have been Drew Barrymore, and honestly, that was right at the same level as action movies. So I'm not mad. I just need to learn movies more. I prepared entirely for round 3 and not enough for round 1 and 2.
Right.
So, and you can't prep for round 3 all you want. If you can't make it to answer the questions there, it's not going to do you any good. So, I'm okay with that. It's our first match.
No, obviously, like it's our first team match. We're definitely going to, like, practice more, work on like communicating in that round 2, because I think there were a couple of circumstances where we were talking each other out of like answers we should have advocated for more. But action movies is tough sometimes. Unless you watch all of them, it could be about movies it could very easily be about movies you've never seen before. Like it's about like maybe the most second or third most common genre of film on earth There's literally thousands of movies it could possibly be that wouldn't be obscure and would be fair enough to ask a question about. And even hardcore action fans haven't seen all of them.
Yeah. So with that in mind, is there somebody you guys are 0-1? So there's a lot of new teams coming in. Is there anybody that that you guys might have your eye on?
No one in particular. I'm very new to this. As long as I've been here for the fan leagues, I'm very new to non-classic Full Metals, and so I'm willing to take any type of fighter. Now that we know exactly what to do with our first teams match, we can only go up from here. So I'm not beating myself up whatsoever.
As much as we're facing another team, in reality, it's me and Haley against the questions. We get the questions right. It doesn't matter who's across from the other side. So I think, concentrating on us, getting ourselves better, making our strengths stronger, making our weaknesses less weak is more important than preparing for any particular opponent. We'll figure it out when they get there. We'll figure out their strengths and weaknesses and strategize from there. But right now, we need to work on us because, 9 points is not going to get it done no matter who we face, I think, the next time. So that's, I think, what we have to work on. That's I think, the starting point. Make our start with us, and then we'll strategize for each opponent first.
Yeah. So all right. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys bounce back again. I think you guys got your feet wet, and I hope
just 0-1, guys.
You guys
just
again.
0-1.
The people who just beat us were 0-2. We're 0-2 for this, and thank you so much Bill for managing us.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
support.
Yeah, but basically, I mean, also hats off to Mark and Jay. They played
definitely.
Great. They are great guys.
Jay brought it tonight.
I'll still say suck it, Jay. I'm standing with it.
All right, we got to wrap this up.
I think he's laughing in the background. I think he's laughing from another state.
Cut all our mess.
Bill is right. Let us wrap this up and let's get to our victorious team tonight. Guy Buttersnaps and Dawn of the Dead. You guys played great tonight, and you guys showed that you got what it's like to have a team that you guys have been together for a long time. I think you guys were really in sync tonight. How do you guys feel how you guys felt about your performance?
Well, I know Jay will probably feel like he didn't do anything in the match, but
I got us our 1 point lead in round one. That's all I did.
Wholeheartedly would disagree if you were to make that statement. So this was one of those matches where he and I, sometimes when we click, it's not quite clicking, but when we really click, we really click. Yeah. And it hit all the numbers today. Although I'll be honest, I was really secretly hoping that we'd land on their strength category and they'd give us that Tim Burton, because they'd have messed up big time on that one. But it's fine. It's fine. That's other case scenario. This was best case scenario, TKO. We desperately needed this.
Definitely.
At least from my end of it, it's been kind of it's been a great wild ride, but he and I have kind of been in the slump lately. So to get this win, and no offense to George and to Haley, but we needed this, so I'm glad we got it.
We did. And again, I'm not gonna lie. Mark is kind of like the George of our team, and I'm kind of like the Haley. Sometimes I know certain things, and sometimes I don't, and I wear a lot of black and red. That's just how this goes. Suck it, 50, Haley. 50. 5 more group chats by the end of the night. This was a lot of fun. I'm sorry that it was so late. I appreciate everybody. And you know what? It's a teams match. I knew that we might have I kind of figured this would be an uphill battle had we gotten into round 3. So I'm really glad that we still even multiple choice our way through round 2. Got a couple of steals off of them. That really helped. But this was a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see who we play next.
Yeah. With that in mind, you guys are now 1-2. Is there anyone out there that you're eyeing as a potential next opponent?
Shit, fuck this next match coming up. Let's just play them again right now. Ask us the same questions, but spin round 3 differently.
Yeah, it's always the same. Put them all in front of us. We'll go toe to toe. It matters not.
We'll get them there. Mark carried us in round 2. I helped out in round 1. And that's just the way that it goes sometimes. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Bill, I'm sorry that I'm not Alex. I'm not going to dump fucking Doritos all over myself because that's how you get ants. But yeah, y'all have a good one. And we'll see whoever we see in the lists, as Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein would say.
That's right. The man from Cheapside himself. All right. So, Malcolm, that was a really interesting match. How do you? What's your reaction to how everything went down?
Oh, it was definitely a great match. It's always one of those ones when you get stuck with a broad category, and it's like, as I said, if had they spun again, chance they would have got Drew Barrymore, which, as I said, was probably not going to go well for them either. But it's one of those ones. It's a fun match. Connor did have got a win. They get to move up, and I mean, doing it by TKO is going to really help them as well. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think that Glampire just got unlucky in round 2. I think is ultimately what it came down to. George probably felt that he felt pretty good in action, but like you said, it's such a broad category. The questions can really come from anywhere, and it just happened to be in movies that were not in their wheelhouse, and that is just how it goes sometimes. But I look forward to seeing both of these teams again. This was a really fun match. It was just a good time overall. But with that, for Malcolm, for Bill, for Haley, for George, for Jay, for Mark, I am Jake Meltzer, and this has been another episode of Full Metal Trivia.